Good afternoon, everyone. I have written this poem based on sea. The poem says that I want to go down to the sea again to see how calm it is, the seas, the sounds of fishes, waves. I have explained this in the poem. Hope you like it. Let's go down to the sea again. See how calm and quiet it is. See what treasures sweet and grow. Waves crush you high and broad. I must go down to the sea again. See how calm and quiet it is. See what treasures sweet and grow. The waves crushing high. I must go down to the sea again to see what meshes the fishes have brought. Different tiny big radio fishes, and different sounds when they move. I must go down to the sea again to see what meshes the fishes have brought. Different tiny big radio fishes, different sounds when they move. I must go down to the sea again with the lonely sea and sky. What I ask is don't swim so that I can lie. The waves kick and the wind song, and the waves still swing. I must go down to the sea again for the cause of running time. I must go down to the sea again because of running time.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Shaheen and I'm from Carmel College. I'm going to present over here a poem for you all, which I myself has written. The name of it is Essence of a Seafarer. She is something rare, admirable and valuable. She is born of a woman, a shelled woman, just as a pearl is born of a shell mollusk. Just as other girls don't want to lose the natural ruby of their cheeks, she doesn't want to lose her sapphire desires of winning over the seas. Her untamed feelings get wild when she sees the sea getting wild, and when it's the time for her to bleed, the moon too prophesies to bleed. As she grows into a seashore with the huge stones all over, some white, some black, and some grey, which stands like barriers in her way. With her furious storms, she can break these barriers into homes with which she'll be able to shelter her dreams. Just as the sea releases its colors into its depths, she always tries to release herself free where the sky and the sea meets. And when they ask her, "Why don't you do as we say?" she says, "I'll never leave back my essence. And why should I? It's mine."
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Puneet. I am from Carmel College. So today I will be presenting a poem in front of you that is the struggle of a seafarer. So this poem is all about a woman seafarer, that how she struggles during her starting days as a worker on a boat ship, surrounded by men with their masculine norms and values, and the kind of load she carries on her back. So let's start. The struggle of a seafarer. The still waves, how still. The deep ocean, how deep. The shouldered responsibilities, the determined abilities. The challenges to survive, the challenges to derive, the hardship of acceptance, the surrounded loneliness, the problems managing with masculine norms and values, the problems managing with baggy boiler suits and oversized boots, the problems making requests for things to grant, the problems taking her for granted, the fear of man with discouraging attitude, the fear of them forcing her to quit. So, women are always considered that they have no business on board ships. They are only meant for household works, like men think. So, this is a great platform and a great opportunity that to share feelings and thoughts to people to open their eyes that women are not less than everyone, not less than a man.
Myself Sushant from MES College, and I'm going to present a small poem for you. The name of the poem is Equality in the Sea. The sea is an opportunity as farthest and as wide. It knows no gender, caste or religion, nor is biased to any particular side. Games of the sea are not for women, they said. To the sailor's wife, sit down, bide. The stereotype is shattered by the young age at the hour of nip tide. The hour of nip tide when the difference between low and high is least. The time when the female seafarers were welcomed with a small gesture discreet. Now they both rule their nature to achieve the unachievable feat.
I am Neil Chulkar from MES. I'll be reciting a poem, namely, Save the Sea. The town under the sea is vast, with the sailfish swimming fast. Arctic, Southern Pacific, Atlantic having swallowed Titanic. Biodiversity submerged under the H2O, wherein the coral reefs go. What made them endangered? Is it the blue or the selfish man, as they always do? Why do humans dispose waste into the sea? Shows how inhuman are we. All the waste floats everywhere. The sea vomits it on our shores with despair. Gallons of oil floating on the surface, the carbon emissions warming the seas, oceans at unprecedented rates. Could be causing the extinction of eelgrass limbets. If humans carry on with the same gist, in no time we shall have the whole aquatic life in the endangered list.
My name is Sija Prabhu and I'm from MES College, and I have written a little article about the seafarers. So yeah. A life less ordinary. The people working at sea have much to endure. During the old era, life at sea was filled with hardship. Living on board a ship brings you those moments of nostalgia. But however, there are risks involved as well. There are situations which involve operational failures, technical errors resulting in huge loss to the business. A seafarer's life is not easy. He or she has to go through a lot of mental and emotional stress. They have to work tirelessly for almost 16 to 18 hours a day. For them, the grass is not all green. They get cut off from normal life on shore for months or sometimes even years. They face the daily danger of natural calamities and bad weather. Seafarer's life is hard. He has to be tough to survive. It can be quite daunting for the seafarers to be away from home, but they get a wonderful experience of traveling all over the world and exploring new stuff. One might often consider what happens to sick seamen. There is always a great great deal of sickness at sea. Seamen are often cold and wet. Rats carry diseases, and a poor diet not only causes malnutrition, but a specific illness such as scurvy, caused by the lack of vitamin C in the diet. As well as an injury from shipboard accidents, there is a risk of death and maiming in times of battle. Ship surgeons work in cramped and filthy conditions. With no anesthesia, so infection and gangrene is a commonplace. Seafarers have numerous roles to play whilst at sea. The conditions at sea would make it difficult for the seafarers to accomplish their duties. The freezing cold weather, heavy storms at night makes it merely impossible for the seafarers to carry on their journey. But apart from the inadequate living conditions and hardships, they find a joy in spending their free time by playing games, telling tales, sharing different experiences, and entertaining one another.
Hi, I'm Namrata Pandey from MES College. The sea. The sea has a big family. It is always happy. It doesn't care what he says, but waves a hello to me. Everyone knows the sea is free. It glistens like a diamond, reflecting the sun's rays. I get nervous when I enter the sea, but it helps me to dive and learn to swim. It's so scary when it's at its creativity. It doesn't judge anyone, just diverts our minds from the city. Let us appreciate what the sea can give, allowing the sea creatures to peacefully live.
This painting, as you can see, is the beauty of nature and its love towards each other. Lots of diversity and acceptance of each other makes our surrounding even more better. Why can't the society behave and act like nature? Why can't we all accept everybody in their own way and make life even better by surrounding love and positivity even better towards each other?
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm an ex-student of Carmel College and I brought my students from MES. So my name is Michelle De Mello. My poem is The Waves of Change. The oppressive summer heat deposits beads of perspiration. Perhaps a swim in the sea can relieve my indignation. The ebbing tides caress my toes, the sinking sand playing its part. Thunderous waves crash the shore, trepidation and awe engulf my heart. A floating object in the distance, a jellyfish, octopus, a rag? Peering intently as it approaches, a translucent, flimsy plastic bag. Dismayed, I accept the sea's gift. A turtle, lifeless, is my prize. How can we be so cold-hearted? Garbage escalating to frightening highs. My childhood haven now destroyed, the sea yearning for our attention. No more can we slacken and avoid. It's time we intervene and take action.
The sea, once it casts its spell, holds one in its net of wonder forever. So now, let me tell you a story with the hope that my words and my story will also captivate you in its net. I'm Kanaka Desai from Carmel College, and let me begin with my story, a work of fiction written by me, which highlights the struggle of someone who goes at sea, titled Paper Boats. The summer holidays had just come to an end, and school had started. 5-year-old Sia was still sleeping. See you? Ma started to wake her up. See you, if you don't get up now, police uncle will come and take you. Get up now. If you stay at home and he comes to know, he'll think you're a bad girl and take you in his van. Come on now, get up. Yes, that's like a good girl, Ma said as she helped her out of bed. Ma, where is my new umbrella? She asked as soon as she had dressed up. There, behind the cupboard. But it is not raining. Why do you need it now? I like it, that's why. That's how it was when we were kids. We did what we liked without having a thought about the world around us. Days passed and then this happened, one fine rainy Sunday. Sia got up and looked outside to dull and dark rainy clouds, and she jumped with joy. Ma, I'm going out in the rain. Arey, but listen. Ma's warnings were drowned by her excited cries and shouts, and off she went. But returned soon after 15 minutes. Ma, I want papers. Papers? Why? To make boats, ma, paper boats. I, Shivam, Priya and Adil are going to have a paper boat competition, and we want to see whose boat stays the longest in water. Ma smiled but gave her the papers, and she bounded out of the house. An hour passed, 2 hours, 3 hours, and yet no sign of Sia. Ma was feeling restless when the ever-smiling Sia entered, triumph written all over her face. I won, Ma. Ma had conflicting thoughts on whether to congratulate her for winning or scold her for being late, and she decided on the former, and a happy Sia went to sleep with her ma. Years passed, and the 5-year-old child was now a mature 25-year-old adult. It was yet another rainy Sunday, and she was late. Ma who was waiting. 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. She was supposed to be home by 3. It was 6 now. The phone rang. It took her a while to grasp the reality. She went to pick up the phone. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. The phone had fallen on the ground. At a time when girls were not supposed to even step out of the house, leave alone travel by the sea, Sia's mother had achieved the impossible. But now her faith had taken a different turn. Her daughter's ship had sailed far, far away, further than anyone could ever reach it. And this time she knew her daughter had lost. And this time, Ma went to sleep alone.
Bonjour, Libla. I'm Sabreen Sheikh from Parvatibai Chogle College, and I'm here to present my poem. We all are aware of the colorful stories about the sea that we heard today, but we all are equally unaware about the dark side or the troubles that the sea might have been facing as a result of our deeds. So today my poem, the title of my poem is inspired by the legend theme of the event itself, Stories of the Sea. The sea is my guide, but is bearing my troubles. Most of my childhood, I threw in it pebbles. The blue and the mighty sea are now just fables. Now that I see, pebbles no be, junk is being thrown by the demons of world. The sea has been feeling all cheated and broken. For all its motherly aid, it received no token. The courage and strength of this blue have been shaken. Remember you, O fool, your actions may seem cool, but soon the Mother Earth will loosen your tools. There's still some time for you all to fix it. Try to be human till the blue beauty takes it. Letters of love to the marine you write. Let the sea be the one who chooses its pride. Let be yourself not one of the slaughterers who lynches the sea in face of holy brothers. Serene be the view that you will preserve. With selflessness, the mighty sea you serve. Within the sea, may you abstain from the strife. Stories of the sea, may you tell full of life.
I'm Marianne Lobo-Demelo. The poem I present is Faces of the Sea I See. Crash, slash, slam, wham, bam. Vicious tides, no scope of calm. Stronger, higher, skyward soaring. Treacherous waves, no longer alluring. Sand a-shifting with the tide. Ocean, ocean, oh, so wide. Watery expanse just meets the eye. No land or habitation. nigh. Seagulls scarce, no kingfisher dives, yet in the depths marine life thrives. Booming sounds, nothing else in sight. Dark, stark waters, no rapturous delight. Another face, more gentle now. The low dub-dub of ebb and flow. Foamy waves you'd love to ride. Just be in rhythm with the tide. Strollers walk the length of beach. Occasionally you hear a seagull screech. Driftwood and shells perennially washed ashore, embedded in far rocks, oysters, shells galore. Oh, such munificence in the sea, enough to sustain humanity. But human sharks, pirates reap the feast, leaving scarce sustenance for the least. Why steal the store of ocean floor? Seafood, minerals, seaweed and more? Dolphins, sharks, turtles slaughtered for a price. Shouldn't this be considered a vice? God, you've given the sea to all, but in depravity millions fall, stashing away your bounteous gifts, provoking then a gale of rifts. A tsunami of benevolence and justice send. Eternal values now do amend. Renew consciousness and conscience too. Send clouds and rainbows, warped hearts now make new.